Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana, here with today's junior varsity basketball matchup between the visiting Fort Wayne Generals and your home Wapahani Raiders. As always, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, we appreciate you all for joining us here today for this afternoon's junior varsity matchup. As we'll get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Kenshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. So the Raiders have only played one game so far. It's been a little while since they last played, nearly 2 weeks ago since they last played. They played on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and in which they played against the Southwood Knights. Got a great win there to start off the year on the right note. And we're hoping for a great day of basketball here, rather, for Wapahani against a team that, again, we're not familiar with whatsoever. You know, this was a game that was put on the schedule here this week. We were supposed to play at Winchester last night. That game was postponed. Not quite sure if that game's going to be made up at some point during the season or not. We do not have that information, so instead of playing that game last night, obviously, we end up getting a game in here for this afternoon, and we appreciate Fort Wayne for making a trip down here and giving both teams the opportunity to play some basketball here today. And like I said, you know, this is a team that we're not obviously familiar with, you know, and they aren't familiar with us, so it kind of adds to that level of excitement and uncertainty of how the game's going to go here today. Now, again, this Fort Wayne team, you know, looking down the roster here, a little bit of height. You know, mostly, you know, you got a couple 6'3" guys, 6'2" players. You got 3 or 4 6'2" or 6'2" players. You know, but definitely, you know, some guard play that I think, you know, can flash, you know, a little three every now and again. But I think they're going to look more to drive, at least from what I was able to find out on these Fort Wayne Generals. You know, I would definitely look to definitely hammer down on the exterior, you know, with some of the 3-point shooting, but really on the inside as well. That's going to probably be the biggest key, because I'm sure they're going to look to more drive to the basket. Yeah, you might shoot a three here and again, but I would definitely really take a really hard look at the inside, making sure we're clamping down on the defensive end. And then hopefully on our offensive end we continue to shine. You know, we got a couple players back here. You know, you have the likes of Peyton Baker and a couple other guys that are going to be seeing some extended playing time now. You know, getting them back and getting them here on the floor and ready to go here for this afternoon's ball game. And so, you know, I think that brings a lot of excitement. You know, we've got some guys out here that, you know, again, that can shoot, that can also drive inside and be able to have a lot of production. You know, you got some a little bit of height in there as well that can do some damage on the inside. And so these guys have definitely have to play with confidence and come out here, be ready to play this afternoon, and making sure we're taking good care of the basketball, making smart decisions. You know, rebounding obviously always a very big key. And then from the free throw line, you know, we shot the ball fairly well there on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And hopefully, you know, with that time off, hopefully they didn't get too rusty here. You know, you still had a lot of practice time, kept them fresh, so it'll be nice to take on someone else other than yourselves and get back after it here this afternoon from Raider Gymnasium. So again, you know, that's going to do it here for our Raiders Live pregame report. Again, not a whole lot of information here on Fort Wayne, unfortunately there, but again, you know, this is a big-time game here. Obviously, the Raiders want to defend their home court, and hopefully they're able to do so here this afternoon. And again, we appreciate everyone for always joining us and supporting our Raider athletics out here. Greatly appreciated by us and everyone included. And again, make sure to stay tuned in. We got today's starting lineups and much more coming your way live here on the WHS Network. righty, folks, welcome back here again to the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As always, as I've mentioned, I'm Brandon Morbilius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As we'll take a look here at both teams again, we'll just run down the roster here for Fort Wayne. They actually did not get the starting lineup to us, and I don't even know if they even got it into the scores table, to be quite honest with you. So we'll just run down the roster here for the Fort Wayne Generals junior varsity team. We got number 0, Jay Eldridge. Number 1, Sean Collins. Number 2, Preston Church. Number 3, Marquise Douglas. Number 4, Mike Simpson. Number 10, Carrington Terry. Number 11, Christian Trimble. Number 12, Joseph Johnson. Number 15, Jeremiah Johnson. Number 23, Kalen Kelsaw. And number 33, Zaire Sullivan. So again, that is the Fort Wayne Generals. So now we'll take a look here at the non-starters here for your Wapahani Raiders. We'll start off here with number 2, Caleb Standish. Number 4, Corey Lingenfelter. Number 14, Nathan Nelson. Number 30, Brian Gibson. And number 34, Tyler Elliott. Now for your Raider starters. Starting here at one guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 12, Peyton Baker. Starting at another guard, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Drayden Gates. At guard, a 6'2" freshman, number 22, Nick Cook. At another guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 24, Derek Cheatham. And to forward, 6' sophomore, number 32, Joe Foster. Again, your Raiders coached by Chris Will, assisted by Jeff Andrews and Andy Ziggraf. So again, that's today's starting lineups. Folks, we'll step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back right after this. Alrighty, folks, back here with today's tip, and today's game is officially underway as the Generals will have the first possession here of the afternoon. Again, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Gladly appreciate everyone for joining us here today on this Saturday afternoon of Raider basketball. Again, here it's been a little while since they last played, so eager to see what these guys are able to do here this afternoon against a team that obviously not very familiar with. Shots off the mark there, rebounded by Gates, and the Raiders are off and running here on their first possession of the afternoon. Gates here at the top of the key, swung on here to Baker. Baker now up top, swung on. Here's Gates on the left side, looking to drive here, but nothing there. Gates skip past to Cook on the right wing. Up top, here's Gates, takes it to the middle. Down low, Foster for 2, no good. They're on the little 5-footer there, and so the Generals again off and running up and down the floor. Again, they're quick, and obviously the willingness to take it inside. I talked about that there in our pregame momentarily about how they're going to be very aggressive taking the ball to the basket, so we've got to close off that inside and really, again, you got to obviously pay attention to the exterior there along the outside the three-point line, but these Generals, I would imagine, are going to look more towards driving to the basket a little bit more. Obviously, if that's not open, then you might see them kick it out. So the Raiders will turn it over right there, and blocked away by Foster, but there's number 4. That is Mike Simpson there with the putback. Cook here on the left side into the corner. Cheatham for 3. It's up and it's good. Derek Cheatham from downtown and gets the Raiders on the board here for the first time this afternoon. Up top now, Simpson. Guarded heavily there by Baker, and it was a near takeaway. Nearly had him pickpocketed right there for Baker. But instead, the Generals will hold on to possession of the basketball. Here's number 2, Caleb Standish, will get his first action of the afternoon. Subbing in for Derek Cheatham. Getting a little under 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter here this afternoon. Again, very nice crowd here on hand, obviously with limited capacity. We're not obviously playing with full capacity here. I think might have 250 max. And so it's just nice to have anybody at a ball game, to be quite honest with you. Hey, nice takeaway right there. Caleb Standish comes away with the interception. Takes it to the middle there, now kicks it out. Cook here on the left wing. Standish swung on to Gates, right side, looking to drive, takes it to the basket, and the layup's going to be up, no good. And come back the other way, the Generals leading the charge here by number 1. That is Sean Collins, as he's fouled on the play. And so the foul is going to be here on Raiders number 22, Nick Cook. His first, team's first. So again, Collins at the line here for the 2 free throws coming up. As the first one's going to be up and good to tie it up here. To take a 5-3 lead rather. Second of 2 for Collins, up and good, rattles it in. So Gates will finally get across half court right there. Obviously full court pressure here. Baker for 3 and no good, but fouled on the shot. Tack on a few more seconds. Here's a foul. It's going to be here on number 2, Preston Church. So it's going to be his first, team's first. So 3 shots here for Baker. And the first one's going to be up and tickles the twine there to make this a 6-4 affair. And caught it off the front rim and got the friendly bounce to go. And so the third and final attempt for Baker will be up and good. Nicely done, young man. Peyton Baker knocks all 3 of them home right there to tie this game up at 6. Swung on here, that's number 11, Christian Trimble, now into the corner. Back up top, here's Church. Gives way to Collins. Collins now will get it to the middle and will get called to the traveling violation. Second turnover now today here for Fort Wayne Lane. So the continued full court pressure here by the Generals. Gates look to bring it up the floor quickly here. Motoring down for it. Foster looking to set that screen. Gates not looking to go off of it here. Baker at the top of the key. Swung on here, Standish on the left corner. And we're going to have a blocking foul. And again, this is going to be here on number 2, Preston Church. So his second, team second. Cook out near the half-court line. Sets something up here. Standish now with a handoff to Gates. Corner pass. Cook for 3, and we're going to have a moving screen. That would have been a good 3-point basket there by Cook had that foul not been committed. So Foster will pick up his first, team second. And we'll see number 3, Marquise Douglas, now in the game. So we got 3:01 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, tied here at 6. Very fast-paced game here so far, which was expected. Guys ready to get up and down the floor. They're picked off. Nicely done, Baker, with a nice pair of hands there as the Generals commit their 3rd turnover now here in the first quarter. Baker now for two, got the friendly roll to good. And so now another traveling violation here on the Generals. Obviously not too happy about it here, but already now their fourth turnover here in the opening quarter. Double screen there now, Baker. Gates gives way, Cook to the middle, back outside again. Cook here for three, and no good, just caught the front iron. And another turnover here by the Generals. So let's see if the Raiders are able to capitalize off of it here, as we're going to have a foul from behind. That's going to be on number 4, Mike Simpson. That's going to be his first, team's third. And so we'll have a substitution here. Derek Cheatham return to the floor here for Wapahani, and Peyton Baker will go ahead and sit on down there at the bench, catch a breather. Gates finds Cook there at the top. He's back down as defender now. Cheatham takes charge and finds Gates here at the top of the key. Swung on, Standish thought about it. Drives to the middle, just to back out again. The Raiders will restart here offensively. Gates to the inside. Was looking for Foster. A loose ball, comes up with it, and Foster puts it up for two. So the Raiders now push ahead here by 4. And I'll make that 2 now after the made basket there by Mike Simpson of the Generals. Gates cross half court here now, gives way to Cook. Drives to the dish and will get the ball stripped away. And so the Raiders will retain possession. Here's we'll have a substitution. Number 33, Zaire Sullivan, now in for the Generals. Gates here on the outside. Screen set there, Cook in the corner. There's a back up top here again. The Raiders getting very active. Nice feed right there. Foster for 2. The old pick and roll. Worked out beautifully there. Deflection up in the air. Great job there defensively. Now that is up and good for Simpson from long range. Again, this team not a big-time three-point shooting team. You know, every now and again they might pop one, but they live mostly on the inside. Got 10 seconds to play here. And we're going to have a foul here underneath. It's going to be on the Generals, number 20. Which is actually not on our roster sheet. Okay, so never mind. So number 33, that was the foul called on him, Zaire Sullivan. Got to get the shot up, and there's a foul called on the shot. So he will now head to the line for 2. So 2 shots here for Gates. Look to expand on this lead, and the first one's going to be up and no good. The second of 2, up, and it's good. So the Raiders head into the second quarter up 13-11. We'll step aside here for a quick break. Again, this is our Stoops Automotive Group grain break. We'll be back right after this.
way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back here to our Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership game break. Again, it's Wapahani 13, Fort Wayne 11 here at the end of one quarter. Very good first quarter of action there, really, by Wapahani. Obviously, very quick-paced game to start off here. Again, that was what we expected. And really pretty solid defense on both ends of the floor as well. It's got to keep being aggressive, take good care of the basketball. The Raiders had 2 turnovers there in the first quarter. And so, you see those signs of aggressiveness again there. Gates will now head to the line as he was attacking the basket there, the foul. So the foul there on Preston Church. So that's his third, now team's fifth. Or pardon me, team 6 rather. So again, Gates here at the line here for one more after connecting there on the first one. Number 23, Kelsall, now just came into the game just a moment ago there for the Generals. Nicely done there by Gates. And so now foul called here on Wapahani. Fouls here on number 22, Nick Cook. It's going to be his second, team's third. Collins backing down there now, number 3 off the mark there. That was Marquise Douglas. No good there on the putback by number 23, Kelsall, and the Raiders off and running. Finds an open Caleb Standish, no good on the 3. And nobody back in transition. And a missed layup, that was for Eldridge. A very much missed opportunity there for the Generals. Cook for 3, it's up, no good. Baker corralling the rebound. So Standish getting out near half court here, setting up this Raider offense, screened by Baker. Now Gates looking to drive there to the middle. Since then was able to find Cook here on the right side. Down low, Baker for 2. No good there, and have a official timeout there, and we'll have a substitution in the meantime. Number 32, Joe Foster, will return to the floor here for Wapahani. He's subbing in for Nick Cook. 15-11 is your score here. 5:45 remaining here in the first half. Raiders ahead here by 4, and looking to continue to expand on that lead. A little reach-in foul here on Gates. So that'll be his first. Team's 4. Inbounded there, Collins now back outside here. That's number 5, which is another young man not on our roster sheet. Taken away right there. Nice hands there from Standish. Cheatham pulls it up now. Baker back to Cheatham. 3-pointer up and no good. Off the mark there for the young man. And here come the Generals again back the other way. Shot there by number 5 is up and good, just inside the free throw line. Gates motoring down 4 here, finds an open Foster, drives to an open path to the basket right there. Beautiful job there by Joe Foster. Again, quick pace, got the ball down floor right there in the corner and forced the hand of that Generals defense, as Fort Wayne will turn it back over here to the Raiders. 6th turnover now of the night. And we'll have a timeout taken by your Wapahani Raiders. So we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. We'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this afternoon. Big thanks to Kenshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kenshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Ball State area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. And you can contact them at 765-356-1340. Again, that's Kenshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. As both teams head back out onto the floor, we're ready to get things started once again. Here with the Raiders ahead by 4, 17-13. Still got a pretty good amount of time left to go here in this second quarter. Foster setting that screen. Gates rolling off of it here to open Standish. Up top, Cheatham swung on Baker. Corner 3, it's up and rattles in and out. Foster coming down with a hard-fought rebound. Back to Cheatham now. His 3 will be up. No good. Baker with the rebound that time. So some second chance opportunities. Foster will come away with it and we'll have a foul underneath. So solid job there by Wapahani. Again, just getting these second chance opportunities. And that's 17 foul now, so now the Raiders in the bonus. Still got a lot of time remaining here in the first half, so we could be shooting free throws here for a good while. And no good, rattles in and out there for Foster. Looked like a pretty good looking shot right there, just didn't fall. Look at the defensive effort here from Wapahani, getting a hand in on everything, trying to be a huge distraction here and to where it's going to frustrate them offensively. Collins kicks it back out here. That's number 5 now into the corner. Number 11, Trimble, good from beyond the arc. And so this back down to a 1-point lead for the Raiders. Gates again will be able to get it up the floor here. Now the Raiders get in charge here with a 1-point lead. Baker drags it out, finds Foster here at the elbow, takes it inside. And again, you love the aggressiveness, willingness to attack the rim with confidence. Collins to the corner now. Trimble back to Collins once again. The inside-outside ball movement here as that one's off the mark there for number 5. And Gates was able to get it back in possession there for Wapahani. A dangerous pass. Standish. Now again orchestrating this Raider offense. Setting up here, Baker. Now looking for the handoff here to Gates. Nothing there. Passes it on to Cheatham, left wing now. Foster flashes there to the top of the key. Sets a screen there for Gates. Back at it again up top. Oh, another near takeaway. Standish thought about it, pulls it back out, and the Raiders will start again. Another near turnover. Standish, a corner 3, no good. And that's going to be rebounded there by Mike Simpson of the Generals. Can he get the floater to go? No, he does not, but gets his own rebound and puts it right back in. Gates takes it in, and it's up and it's good. The aggressiveness prevailing right there once again here from Wapahani. Again, still ahead here by 3 at 21-18. It's got to keep it rolling here. Solid defensive effort, a little mental lapse right there, though. Had him wide open underneath. The Baker guarded here by Simpson. Swung on the Standish on the right side. Screen set from Foster, and that's going to be a Raider turnover. Only 3 of them now here on today. And the Generals will take the lead here, 22-21. Nobody underneath, open. Foster, shot fake there, goes up for 2, no good. Got to find a way to come away with some points right there. And another traveling violation, turnover number 7 here for Fort Wayne. Peyton Baker looking to make some moves here for Wapahani. Gates now with the screen set there from Cheatham. Baker pulls it out there, 3-pointer no good. So it kind of fell a little ice cold here for the Raiders. Takes it right down the heart of the middle. So the foul on Baker will be his first, team's 5th. Inbounded all the way into the backcourt. I would imagine here that he might hold for the last shot, but maybe not. So the foul this time here on Drayden Gates will be his 2nd, team's 6th. Got 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, 22-21, Fort Wayne. Back to the corner again. Cross-court pass. That's going to be picked off here by Gates. Well, the Raiders have a chance right here. And then Wapahani turns it right back over to him. And they'll lose that one out of bounds here with 2 seconds to play. It'll be Fort Wayne basketball. Here is number 30. That is Brian Gibson now into the ball game for the first time this afternoon for the Raiders. And down to there, Collins for 3, no good, and that's going to be the end of the first half here from Raider Gymnasium. Your halftime score, it's Fort Wayne 22, Wapahani 21. Folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, here on the other side, we have your halftime report, again recapping the first half and giving you some stats, as well as talking about some upcoming broadcasts we got coming your way live here on the WHS Network. So don't go anywhere. We got much more coming right after this break.
Taking the floor for our halftime entertainment.
right, folks, welcome back here to our halftime report, again live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Brandon Morvillius here with you. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Overall, pretty good first half of basketball here as far as from a competitive level here. The Raiders got a little ice cold there towards the end of the first half on the offensive end. Still, for the most part, took good care of the basketball, though. I thought we moved the ball well. Obviously active hands on both sides of the floor. The Raiders, again, only had 4 turnovers in the first half, but were able to get the Generals to turn it over 8 times. We didn't exactly take care of business, though, and executing on those extra free opportunities. We weren't able to really convert off the turnovers, and so got to do a better job of that in the second half. But our defensive effort has been strong. It's been a great job all the way through. I thought we've really hung in there quite well, getting up and down the floor quickly. Again, Fort Wayne loves to get out and run, in which, we do too. But, to be able to get up and down the floor with consistency and being able to, to maintain a high level of defense is really was what got the Raiders, in the position that they are even right now. So a solid effort on the defensive end. We really continue to be aggressive on the offensive end, attacking the rim. But also, we've worked the ball outside as well. Unfortunately, those 3-point opportunities haven't really came to fruition much, unfortunately. But, hopefully some of those shots will start to fall for us, and we can just continue to build off the success that we've seen there in the first half. But, you still find yourself down by 1 point. It's nothing necessarily to worry about. Just got to clean a few things up. Just continue that defensive effort and roll from there. But, going into the game, and I talked about it in our Raiders Live pregame show about how, neither team obviously very familiar with each other at all. They've never played each other, at least not to my knowledge. In probably the past 15, 20 years, maybe well before then, I don't know, maybe they did, but there's not very much familiarity whatsoever there, and even for our standpoint, you don't know exactly what to expect, other than, maybe just taking a little bit of look at some things, going into it. I knew that you kind of tell that these guys, were going to be more attacking the rim. I think they have had maybe 1-3, but, they like to get out and run. They like to attack the basket and are able to do so with quite a bit of success. They've had some opportunities as well where, we haven't done our job on the defensive end as far as rebounding at times, not a lot, but they've had some second chance opportunities that we definitely have to limit coming out of that halftime break. But for the most part, we've done a nice job of spreading it out on offense, and then defensively making them work for every single point they get, and continuing to close off a little bit of the inside, but then really putting the hammer down on the outside as well, because they're not getting any kind of looks from behind the 3-point line, which again, most of their success has been on the inside. So just got to continue to be proactive, and hopefully good things will happen for us throughout the stretch of the ball game here. You have a great opportunity, and hopefully Wapahani can come back out here in the second half, put a great game plan together, and keep it rolling from here. But I did want to talk about again a few schedule changes. I talked a little bit about it in our Raider Sports Report earlier this week. But the Tri-High boys basketball game that was supposed to be last Saturday was rescheduled for January the 30th. Again, I talked about that in our Raider Sports Report, but I just want to make sure and get that out there again to all you fine folks out there in Raider Nation, that game will be made up on January the 30th. Now, there's no official word yet on the Winchester game, so I don't know if that game will be made up or not. Whenever we do find out if it will be or if it won't be, we'll make sure and relay that information to all of you. But then upcoming this week, a very big week here for Lady Raider basketball as well. They'll be welcoming the Yorktown Tigers to Raider Gymnasium come Tuesday evening. That'll be a JV start time, 6 o'clock varsity game to follow. Please join us there for that one. That's going to be a big-time game. Yorktown has gotten off to a pretty good start here. They've only played maybe a game or two, and so far so good there for the Tigers. Wapahani got a big win the other night at Cambridge City, 59-17, and so hopefully they can build off of that win come Tuesday night against a good Yorktown team. And then the boys basketball team. Okay, the boys basketball team will also be in action next Friday night. They will be traveling to LaPel to take on the Bulldogs. And obviously those two teams, it's always a classic matchup. You know, both the JV and varsity team, it's always a tough challenge on both sides. You know, very gritty, game and a lot of excitement. And we're really looking forward to that one come next Friday night. So just wanted to give you all that information, upcoming broadcast. We'll talk about it in our varsity game as well. But just something to look forward to. And we can't express our thanks enough to all of you out there for continuing to watch us and supporting our teams. That's the main thing, and we appreciate it greatly. And I know all the teams and the coaching staffs also very much appreciate that. So again, we'll have our second half coming up. We have about a minute and a half or so left until we do so. So until then, folks, stay right here with us. Third quarter of Raider basketball coming up live here on the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Welcome back here, folks. About ready to get this third quarter underway here in just a moment. Again, the Raiders will come back out here in the second half with their starting lineup. Other than there is one change, and that is Caleb Standish will be in for Derek Cheatham to open up the second half. And looks like Fort Wayne will come back out with their second half with the starters from the opening of tonight's ball game, or today's ball game rather. Again, I'm used to night games. You know, we don't have too many times where we have an afternoon ball game. So again, the third quarter underway here again with the Raiders down by 1, but they're looking to change that right here and right now. Gates out near half court there. He'll find Standish there at the left elbow. Now Peyton Baker looking for Nick Cook there on the back cut. Instead, Cook just drives it right on in there and puts it up and good there for 2. And the Generals will turn it over there. I don't think number 11, Trimble, was expecting the basketball right there. So first turnover here in the second half now gives them 9 turnovers for the ball game. Again, the Raiders turned it over 4 times in the first half. Really like their effort, and again, good ball movement here, making smart decisions. That's what you got to continue to do every single ball game. I know it's a lot easier said than done at times, but it's a good start here for the Raiders. As we'll have a traveling violation here on Wapahani, so right on cue. Again, the broadcasting jinx, just got to learn to shut your mouth sometimes and just let the game play out. So nonetheless, here it's 23-22 here. Collins now gives away here to number 5. Collins up top, sends it to the corner. Now trying to find down low as we'll have a reach-in foul. It's going to be here on Caleb Standish. That's going to be his first, team's first of the half. Inbound there to Collins, takes it to the middle, and will get the floater to go as the Generals retake that lead, 24-23. Standish will bring it up forward here for Wapahani, motoring down there and nearly turns it over, and he does so now. So one thing you don't want to start doing is playing sloppy. So the foul here on Drayden Gates will be his third, team second of the half. Again, number 5 here at the charity stripe here for a pair. That is the first one's going to be up and good. Second free throw attempt up and good as well. Good for that young man, but the Raiders get now down here by 3 against Standish. Will bring the ball up floor here for the Raiders. Looking to do some damage here. Finds Foster here on the right side. Up top, Gates lost the handle on it and was really almost, probably should have been a foul right there called. Gates to Cook, three-pointer up, and it's good from beyond the arc. Nick Cook strikes for 3 and ties it up here at 26. As we'll have a traveling violation here on the General. Second turnover now. Gives them 10 for the game. As Nick Cook will be there to inbound along the sideline. So nobody able to get open. Finally, Gates was able to do so. Tied here at 26. Raiders looking to push ahead. Cook there to the middle, back outside, Gates. And Cook gives away again. Here's Standish. Takes it to the inside. Will get the floater to go. A nice move there from Standish. Very aggressive. And was able to get the high floater over and in as we'll have a timeout here by Fort Wayne. Their first charge timeout here of the evening, and we'll go ahead and stick right here with you. Again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC game break. Some other sponsors we'd like to thank here this afternoon. Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clara Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903, and also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. So again, out of Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership, Stoops is driven to be the best. So back out of timeout here again, Wapahani 28, Fort Wayne 26. Still got a good ways to go here in this one this afternoon. Again, all leading up to the varsity game here between the 1-1 Generals and your 1-0 Raiders. So the foul here on Cook will be his third, team's third. So we'll see number 1, Sean Collins here at the line for 2 shots. The first one's off the back iron, no good. Second free throw attempt here for Collins. Up and good there. And that dwindles that lead back down to 1. It's been a pretty tight one, really, for the good majority of this ball game here today. I don't think anybody's had a lead higher than maybe like 3 or 4 points at the most. Standish here on the left side finds Foster there in the middle, dribbles, takes it in, and is fouled underneath. And it's going to be here on number 4, Mike Simpson. So it's going to be his second, team's first of the half. Gates to inbound along the baseline, finds Foster, And he'll lose the handle on it now for the third turnover here in the second half. 7 now for the ball game for Wapahani. And a foul on the floor before the shot. And the foul's going to be here on number 12, Peyton Baker, now his second. Team's fourth. So the Raiders obviously fouling a little bit more. Obviously, you continue to see that aggressiveness shine through even more here by Fort Wayne. Getting a willingness to attack the rim. Done so all game, but now Raiders being a little bit more physical there, getting called for a few fouls. Standish hands it off to Gates. Gates now to Cook. A corner pass here to a wide open Peyton Baker, and downs it up from beyond the arc there. A big three by Peyton Baker, and the Raiders back ahead here by 2 at 31-29. Collins now gives way here to number 3, Douglas. Now Collins again dribbles to the baseline, nearly lost a handle on it. Now a traveling violation here on number 5. So we'll have number 2, that is Preston Church, and number 11, Christian Trimble, subbing back in here for the Generals. Inbounded here to Gates. They want facing some heavy pressure there. That was a good job. Gonna back up court here. Standish gives it to Baker. Now Baker with a handoff here to Gates. Foster there to the elbow, takes it inside. Tries to kiss that one off the glass, but unfortunately didn't work out too well there for him that time around. Back up top, here's number 5 on to Church. And no good there. Gates corralling the rebound. The Raiders pushing up 4 quickly here, led by Gates. Now Cook to the middle again, finds Foster. Tries to back down his defender, and we'll have a foul here on the Generals. And it's going to be here on number 2, Preston Church. No good there for Cook. Rebounded there by number 4, Mike Simpson. Church takes a right on inside, going coast to coast right there. Ties it up here at 31. Gates now there to the middle. Standish gets the long-range missile to go. Caleb Standish with a big 3 there to put the Raiders back ahead by 3, and right back at it again. That's number 5 there with a 2-point basket. So maybe took about a whole 4 or 5 seconds there at the most. Standish now to Cook, and he's going to get called for a traveling violation. Again, was looking to pass that ball to the top of the key, and I'm not sure who that was up there, but they decided then to start with the back cut towards the basket right through the heart of the middle. Douglas there now gives way to Church. Back over here is number 11, Trimble. Lost the handle on it there, now back outside again. Now a traveling violation here on the Generals. So Cook to inbound. Screen set there by Standish. And we got some holding here on number 5. So that's going to be his first. Team's second of the half. Or pardon me, team's third. Baker drives and will not get a floater to go, but hey, there's Foster on the offensive rebound. And that's going to be a foul here on Church. It's going to be his fourth, team's fourth. And so Collins will now sub in here for Fort Wayne, and we'll have a timeout taken by the Generals. This will be their second charge timeout here of the afternoon. So we'll go ahead and step aside here for a short break. Again, it's Wapahani 34, Fort Wayne 33.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Welcome back here, folks, to the WHS Network. Brandon Morvillius right here with you. Alongside is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, it's Wapahani 34, Fort Wayne 33. Got 49 seconds to play with here in the third quarter. As both teams head back out of the huddle here. Again, there'll be Raider basketball along the baseline. As Wapahani, again, looking to expand on this lead here. Neither team has, I don't think, gotten ahead by much more than 3 or 4 points the entire ball game. Gates here on the right side, screen set there by Baker. Now to Foster here at the left elbow, gives way to Cook. Foster had a pretty nice look underneath right there. Cook unfortunately didn't get it to him. Gates back to Foster. Here's Standish. Baker with a wide open three. It's up, no good. Foster with the rebound. Back outside to Gates, and the Raiders will restart it offensively. So the foul here on Collins. His first, team's fifth. Gates takes it in, and the Raiders will throw it out of bounds. And no foul called, so that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Against Wapahani 34, Fort Wayne 33. We'll step aside here for a break. Again, we got your fourth quarter of action coming up right after these messages. Folks, welcome back here as we begin this fourth quarter. Again, it's Wapahani ahead here by 34-33. Again, it's pretty much been a grind throughout the day here. Again, neither team has really took charge of the ball game. Very highly competitive, which it's the kind of game you want. You want a close game. You want, obviously, you'd like to see us, start going really ahead here, but really starting pushing forward, but it just hasn't necessarily worked out. We've hung right in there and continue to get after here on both ends of the floor, so that one will be deflected out of bounds, and so it will remain Fort Wayne basketball. So inbound play here along the side. It's going to be here to number 5 here for the Generals. Sent on here's Collins, left side into the corner now. Number 4, Mike Simpson takes it to the hole, now back into the corner. Number 5 with some open space finds Simpson down low for 2. That was a real nice find and a nice finish here for the Generals. Standish now to Cook, got to get across half court. We do so. Wapahani down here by 3, 37-34. Let's see what the Raiders can cook up here. It's Nick Cook, and it's up and it's good. That was right on cue. I don't know if we could have done that any more perfectly right there. So Baker there with the the 2 points there as well, coming off the steal. So what a turn of events there for the Raiders. Got 5 points there in a matter of about 3 seconds. So again, that foul was on Peyton Baker. That was his 3rd, team's 5th. Just a moment ago there. Now Simpson back up top here to Collins. Guarded heavily there by Standish. Now number 5 here on the left wing. A very patient, slower pace kind of basketball here from Fort Wayne. Takes it inside. Now it's going to be a traveling violation. Turnover number 7 for the Generals, gives them 15 for the ball game. Cook finds Standish there off the inbound. Cook, wide open path there to the basket, was cut off there. Quickly, Gates no good, and the foul looks like it might be on Foster, and indeed it will be. So Joe Foster will pick up his second, team 6th. With just about 4:40 remaining here in the 4th quarter. All right, so we're going to have a timeout taken here. We'll step aside here for a break. We'll be back right after this. All right, folks, welcome back here. Did want to mention there was a score change. I thought that there was a basket after the made 3 from Nick Cook. Well, because there was so much that went on, I was looking down floor before anything ever happened. So I thought that there might have been another layup made. I was wrong. It happens from time to time, so I apologize there for that. But nonetheless, we're tied here at 37, under 4.5 remaining. And that's going to be off the mark there, rebounded by Drayden Gates. So the Raiders will begin again here, tied at 37. We have Nick Cook here on the left wing. Screen set there by Baker. Now he'll give way to Joe Foster. Foster trying to find anybody here. Now finally finds Cook. Standish in the corner. Screen set by Baker. Takes it to the middle. Finds Foster again. Takes it inside. Was looking to dump that to the corner there to Cook, but that pass would not have been the right decision there. So good job there to not make it there. So we'll have a foul. Looks like it might be on Collins. And indeed it will be. So Sean Collins here of the Generals will pick up his second, team's sixth. So both teams here with 6 fouls apiece. We'll be shooting free throws before you know it, as we'll have Cook to inbound. He'll find Baker, and no good there on the shot, just rolled right off the rim. Tough break there for the Raiders. Nice job there defensively for Baker to get back there in time. Cross-court pass, Church now down low to Eldridge, and he's going to be fouled. So again, that one's going to be here on Joseph Foster, his third, team's seventh. So the Generals now in the bonus. It's going to be a 2-shot foul here for Eldridge. So the first one's going to be up and got the friendly bounce to go to take that 1-point lead. And we have 3:21 remaining. So still some time here, but we've got to start making our move. Second attempt off the back iron, no good. Rebounded there by Joe Foster. So let's see again here what the Wapahani can come up with here. You're only down by 1. Just been a just a fast-paced kind of I wouldn't say sloppy by any means, but it's just been a different kind of game. You really haven't seen too many outside shots. It's mostly been just the ground and pound kind of take it inside and let's see what happens from there, really, from both teams. Nice find right there, and Foster fouled on the way up, so he will now head to the line. 2 shots coming his way. The foul here on number 0. So Eldridge will pick up his second, team's 7th, so the Raiders now also in the bonus. It was a 2-shot foul, so again, Foster there to charity stripe here for a pair as he knocks down the first one. Second attempt off the front iron, no good. Rebounded there by number 2, Preston Church. So tied again. Church here at the top. Swung on. Here's Collins right side. Step back here, finds number 5. Collins is looking for it. Instead of skip pass there, Church takes it along the baseline there and puts it in for 2. Gates up top. Cook, it's going to be up and no good off the left side of the rim. And nearly thrown away. Eldridge no good. So great opportunity wasted there by the Generals. Standish no good. A little bit of contact there, but I guess not enough to force the foul to be called. So we'll see number 10, Carrington Terry, now subbing back in here for Fort Wayne. Got a $1:40 remaining here in regulation. And make sure stay tuned in. We have our varsity matchup coming up here in just a little while. Hoping to, obviously depending upon how this JV game goes. Probably get started right around 2:35 or so, 2:40 for our Raiders Live pregame show. And another foul here. Looks like it's going to be on Foster again. And it will be. So he will pick up his 4th. Team's A. So Foster's picked up 3 fouls here really within about the last 4 minutes or so, 4 or 5 minutes. And so that's going to send Carrington Terry to the line for the 1-and-1. As the first one's up and good. Second free throw attempt up and good as well. Got the friendly bounce to go. And so again, I believe this either is the largest lead or ties the largest lead of the ball game for either team. So the Raiders have a little bit of work to do here, not a whole lot of time to work with. Foster takes it in. Nice aggressive take to the bucket. Nicely done there, Joe Foster. Gets the Raiders back within 2. Got to get you stopped defensively here. Try not to foul. And we're going to have a timeout taken here by the Fort Wayne Generals, so they want to have 2 timeouts remaining. Wapahani with 3 timeouts. So we'll go ahead and step aside here for a break, and we'll be back following this timeout. All right, folks, welcome back again out of the timeout here. It's 42-40. Fort Wayne leads Wapahani here in this afternoon junior varsity game as Generals got away with a carry there. Back outside here, a little defensive pressure here, and the Raiders are going to foul. And this looks to be on Gates. And it will be. So Gates will pick up his 4th. Team's 9th. So again at the line for the 1-and-1. That's going to be number 2, Preston Church here of the Generals. First one's up, no good. So a big miss there. Foster with a rebound. So the Raiders have the opportunity to tie it or take the lead. 30 seconds to play. Hand off to Gates. Deflected pass there now. Cook with a wide open 3. It's up and no good. Collins now takes it to the hole and puts it in. And so a timeout by Wapahani. 2 timeouts rather left. We've had 3 timeouts charged with here, so we'll go ahead and stick right here with you. During the timeout, again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC game break. Some other sponsors we'd like to thank here this afternoon. Big thanks to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, including President Richard Morris. Liberty Prairie Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit the online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get any information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also, to purchase an engraved brick for the alumni brick walkway out here at Wapahani, you can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. So big thanks here to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Again, it's Wapahani basketball. We got 12 seconds to work with, down by 4. Inbounded here to Standish. Back cut to Cook, and it's up and it's good. So now 5 seconds left. Wapahani down by 2. And so the timeout here from Wapahani, they now have 1 remaining, 2 remaining here for Fort Wayne. And again, we'll stick right here with you. So it's coming down to the wires here, folks. Again, very close throughout the ball game. Neither team has got ahead by much more than 4 points. And so that makes this game that much more interesting and competitive, and just a good first game to start off the day here. Again, obviously, here, if you're Wapahani, you'd rather be here on the winning side of things. So, you still got some time here. Anything can happen. You got 5 seconds left. I would imagine that, yes, obviously you want to steal off the inbound. If you don't get it, you got to get a quick foul. Then if that was to happen, then that will send the Generals to the line for 2 shots because the Raiders have 9 team fouls. So that could also be very interesting. But, I mean, if you don't get that steal off the inbound, you have got to foul quickly. Very limited amount of time to really kind of make up your mind there. Inbounded there, and right off the get-go, not even a second taken off there. Really, there was 5.8 seconds on the clock. Obviously, we can't have a point, whatever on the clock on our screen. So again, the foul there on Baker will be his 4th, team's 10th. So again, double bonus here for Fort Wayne. And the first one's going to be up and good. So obviously that's going to make things a little bit more difficult here. So even if he does miss it, you've got to get the rebound, get it up quickly, but he hits it anyway. And so another timeout by Wapahani. And so we'll stick right here with you. So now you're at the situation here where now even if Wapahani does come down and let's just say they make a 3, you're not going to be able to get the ball back because even if you go down, hurry up, make a quick 3. If there's say a second or so left on the clock after you made the shot, you're not going to get the ball back because Fort Wayne doesn't have to inbound the basketball. So that's where that timeout used right there. I don't know what, just like I said, it all depends upon what happens right here, but and no good right there. So the Raiders come up just a little short here this afternoon as Fort Wayne gets the victory 46-42 in a hard-fought matchup here today. It was a close one throughout. Neither team was willing to give in. And, like I said, unfortunately, we just came in on the losing side of the ball game here this afternoon. You've just got to keep getting after it. You can't dwell on the loss too much here. You just got to focus in on some of the things maybe that didn't work out, and hopefully build off of the positive things and get back at it for next week's game at Lapel. Again, it's been a while that this boys team has played. They haven't played in almost 2 weeks, and so for them to get back out here and overall didn't play bad. We just couldn't get a lot going offensively at times. But I thought our defense was real well. I thought we did a really solid job on the defensive end, and just gotta keep working, gotta keep getting better, build as a team, build that team chemistry, and things will work out in the end. I know it will, and this is a good talented young team that this junior varsity team has to work with. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside, and actually we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast, but we will have our varsity broadcast coming up, so make sure to click over there on that link. We'll have that ready to go here within the next 15 minutes or so, and then when we do that, then we'll have our Raiders Live pregame and much more, so don't miss that one. Again, between your Wapahani Raiders and the Fort Wayne Generals coming up live here on the WHS Network. So again, thanks for watching today's junior varsity broadcast, and we'll see you back here in just a little while on the WHS Network.